Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back.
And that's 2 more jams of badassery to get you through your life.
Hell yeah.
To get you through this stupid ass world.
We're about halfway done with the night, but it's been killer so far.
Yeah, don't forget, we talked to Caustic earlier in the show. We're going to be talking to Carnation coming up in a little bit. So we got lots more to give you. And we're going to talk about as stupid as... I said stupid and it was accurate because we're talking about how stupid we are tonight. But I see you got a follow-up on the porn thing we were talking about earlier, don't you?
Yes, I've been very curious about
Me too, I was
a couple
too.
of them. But Among Us, I checked it out. And I have to say, it's not about aliens. Well,
It's
I
not
don't know
aliens.
what that character thing is, but
Right.
it's about an indie video game.
A video game.
Actually titled Among Us.
Yeah, an indie titled video game.
The characters is like this armless being thing,
Yeah, armless
so
characters that... Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
I
Still don't get it.
Well, one of them was Fortnite
searched
too,
it,
right?
But I didn't. That was another one that people are specifically searching. New Mexico is searching Fortnite.
Fortnite. So yeah, video games. I guess video games probably tie into the porn search quite a bit.
Is
People are
Fortnite
all
a
about their
video
video games. Yeah, Fortnite's a video game.
TV show or something.
No, that's a video game.
Shows you what I know.
We're not much gamers around here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So.
You know which one I didn't overlook for some reason, which I just caught my eye just now.
What?
It makes me kind of laugh. Face sitting.
Ah, who likes face sitting?
That's funny. Michigan.
Michigan's all about them face sitting.
Yeah,
Hell
I like
yeah,
that.
sit on my
That's funny.
horse.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Hey, I'll give them. At least they weren't going to a porn site and typing in prawn like they were in Mississippi.
Yep.
You know, because people are fucking stupid.
Sorry,
And
guys.
that
You
is what we're
deserve that
talking
one.
about tonight. Yeah, you really do, man. I'm sorry, but that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. Is that people are stupid. That's our point of topics for the show tonight. Is that people are stupid, and honestly, we could do 37 shows about this. There's so much material on proof of it.
But we do want you to come back.
Yeah, but we want you to keep hanging out. You know, hey, we're stupid too. We're right there along. I'm not. I give us no exemptions whatsoever.
No.
But here's a couple of ones that are off the wall that we're going to make fun of together because
okay.
there's not a bunch of us that believe some of these, but these are ones that people believe in. 7%. I don't know if you think that's a significant number, but I do when you factor it against the...
Of all Americans, or how is...
7% of Americans,
okay.
yep. 7% of Americans believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Like little kids.
No, they do not. No.
What's the survey taken from?
In mid-2017, American blogosphere erupted with mockery over this findings of a U.S. dairy poll that determined 7% of adult Americans believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. 16 million Americans were part of this survey, too. So that's double the population of New York City. So that's a pretty significant chunk of people.
No, come on, no.
Yeah, I know. It does.
No,
it almost makes your brain hurt.
I am so cynical right now. I don't believe it. I really can't.
Oh, I do.
That.
I do believe it for sure.
Like that's
without any doubt. Look, we chose not to attack religion tonight, and I'm not gonna even now. But I was very tempted to include Scientology. I'm not gonna lie. I was very, and there's a significant portion of the world that believes that this stuff is fact, man. And if you believe that, how much of a jump is it to believe that brown cows make chocolate milk? Honestly.
Because you've made chocolate milk yourself at home with Hershey syrup. Like, you make that at home. Okay, all right, I'll let it go.
Maybe the chocolate stuff you're using at home came from brown cows.
That's what the cow squirts.
Yeah, you're shooting brown cow squirts into your regular shit.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's pretty fucked up, man. How about this? Thousands of Americans believe that they're being systematically harassed and stalked by a group of unknown people for no specific reason. Thousands of people, upwards of 10,000 Americans, report to being stalked by basically an unknown entity, an unfaced organization that can't be named. It's a bizarre conspiracy that people quite literally believe that everyone is out to get them. And it affects quite a. I'm not sure if that's stupid as much as it is psychosis there,
that's
right?
widespread.
Yeah, that's a phobia more than.
Yeah, that's.
Wouldn't you think? I don't know. I think I'm going to
differentiate
differentiate that one.
Cross off the list.
Yeah, I don't think that's stupid. I think that's an agoraphobic. Someone who can't leave your house. That person's not stupid. They have an issue. Obviously, there's something going on there. No question. But yeah, I wouldn't say they're stupid people.
No.
There could be geniuses that are stuck in their house.
Right.
Yeah, that's an odd one actually, that to be included in this kind of a list.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty weird. But apparently 10,000, there's a group of at least 10,000 people believe that shit. How about when they're asked to name who they're being stalked by, answers range from the people behind 9/11, to the Jews, to aliens. So there you go. Hey, how do we know it's not Jewish aliens?
It could be.
You ever think
You
of that?
never know.
How about this?
Not polite to ask, really.
Yeah, that's right. And we decided not to go after religion. So. Although this one's got a religion bend to it, but a quarter of Americans, 1/4 of Americans believe that God plays a role in who wins the Super Bowl. 25% of
Well,
Americans.
People just want to believe that they're not praying for nothing, you know?
I heard a comedian, and I forget who it was now, do a bit where, like, God's over here focusing on the Super Bowl instead of these kids over here starving. Fuck the starving kids, but hey, man, the Jets. But yeah, I'm sorry, that's a goofy one.
Yeah.
That's a goofy one to actually believe. I can see you praying and all that. If you're a religious person, I'm not even knocking you for that. If you're praying for your team to win and all that.
Yeah, and what
Do your
movie
thing.
is it where the little kid is asking the parents, well, the other kids aren't praying?
Yeah, I guess they're not praying hard enough over there.
Right.
We got to pray harder, kid. It's a matter of the prayers. Forget all the training. And that's the part of that that's bothersome, really. I mean, these people train for hours and a week and, spend their whole life getting good at a sport. But it's God. God did it.
Right.
God did it. Fuck me. All right, I'm skipping that one, too. That one's too political. I'm trying to avoid the political shit. There's enough of that on your social
Yeah, we
media
don't
feed,
need to get
honestly.
into it.
Yeah, How about this one, though? 12 million Americans believe that lizard people secretly run the U.S. Lizard people.
There's
people.
Definitely a group of people that secretly. I mean, we all know
Yeah, it's
about
not
it. We
very
just don't
secret.
really know exactly who they are.
I'm not sure I'm buying their lizards, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
By their soul or their character, what I
Have
mean?
you ever
Whatever
seen
it
some of the...
might be.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have the soul of a lizard for sure. Have you ever seen some of the videos on that? There's like a whole video on like George Prescott Bush was a lizard, and there's there's like a glitch video that shows him like his eyes pop for a second. I think it's been altered, obviously.
What?
Yeah, I'm not buying the lizard people thing. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that. But yeah, a lot of people, 12 million Americans. That's a lot of fucking people that believe that.
Believe
That's
the
a
lizard
scary
thing?
amount. Yes. That's a scary amount of people to believe that. And again, we're not going to go down the QAnon avenue and all that shit, but like I think some of this ties into some of that, to be honest with you. So, how about that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, my friend. I'm going to skip that one too. How about this one? A bunch of Americans, at least 11% of Americans in a study found that believe HTML is an STD. They believe it stands for an STD. Yep, there you go. HTML is a STD. And you can get a virus from it, though, right?
Yeah, you gotta be safe.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And those same people often, there's a parallel there. In the same study, believe that an MP3 was the name of a robot in the Star Wars movie.
Oh.
Star Wars movie. MP3 is the name of a robot. That's pretty funny because we use a lot of MP3s around here. So
I think some of them are just bullshit, though.
that
on.
same
Somebody
poll
was writing
found-
an article and they just wanted to be.
these are the results of polls. Think about it, man. You've watched Family Feud. How many times have you watched it and been like, man, there's no way 12 people said that, but there it is. I mean, how about this? Blu-ray. 18% of Americans believe a Blu-ray is a kind of sea creature. A Blu-ray is a sea creature. A Blu-ray. 12% think a USB referred to a country in a long forgotten part of Eastern Europe. More than 61% felt they had knowledge of technology and computer jargon as a life skill, and those same amount of people didn't know what USB was. So,
Wow, really?
You might be wrong. Yeah.
I mean, usually if you don't know computers, you don't know,
Right. You consider yourself knowledgeable and don't know what a USB is.
Yeah, that's.
How about this one for you? This will grab your nutsack. As many Americans believe in Bigfoot as do the Big Bang Theory. I'm going to repeat that. As many Americans believe in Bigfoot as do the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, this is true stuff, man. That's a little bit scary. I know. I told you earlier it wasn't going to be. We were going to have fun, but it's a little depressing at times, isn't it, to hear some of this shit. I'm going to skip that one. That one's political. We're not going to do that. Pretty crazy. I'm not going to get into the fake news one either. You guys can make up your own determinations on what you want to believe about that shit. But how about this one? 41% of adult Americans believe that there was a time frame on this earth where dinosaurs and human beings coexisted. 41%.
41%.
41%, almost half.
Of what people?
Of America. Adult Americans. 41%. I have no trouble believing that one at all. They believe the earth is only 10,000 years old. Many of these same people, they believe that,
I'm not supporting that one.
Yeah.
There's no way that is. People don't think that.
Babe.
41% of people think that.
Babe. We're not gonna say bad things about religion. I love people who are religious, and I'm not gonna take away your beliefs or shit on your beliefs. But believing in religion is.
You guys have to explain to me that.
This is the thing. If the Earth is only 6,000 years old, the Earth can only be 6,000 years old according to
the Bible.
The Bible. So if the Earth is only 6,000 years old, the only way you can account for there being dinosaurs is if human beings and dinosaurs coexisted. You know, the Creationism Museum has dinosaurs with human beings on them. If you go in that museum and you
riding them,
right? Yes, correct. And
just that's the more badass of us.
Yeah,
did ride the dinosaurs.
We were dinosaur riding fools,
yeah.
Despite the fact that we never coexisted. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 41%. 41% of people believe that, man. That's a scary number. Mm-hmm. That is a scary number. I'm skipping the global warming shit. Believe what you want on that one. I don't know what to tell you. Pictures of the fucking globe, the ice caps seem convincing is all I'm going to say on that one. But there you go. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that one either. A lot of these are political, aren't they? I didn't realize at the time I was writing down so many of this political shit, but the things that people believe in 9/11. In fact, go into our archives. Mike Bozier of Snipers of Babel came into the show about a year and a half ago, and we did an entire episode on the 9/11 conspiracy theories and shit. And we had a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of crazy stuff. Mike is very, very knowledgeable on that stuff, so he's a good, real good source for that. But yeah, let's move on from some of that instead of. We'll move on to some fun things. I'll tell you what, let's play the sandwich, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit of mob mentality type of stuff. How about that?
All right.
As we talk about, and you might want to say celebrate. Is celebrate the wrong word? Celebrate our horrific brains.
Oh, wow.
You know, how about lambast is probably more accurate. But let's play our sandwich. And if you're new to the show, our sandwich every week, we like to play 3 songs for you at this part of the show. 1 new, and then an old school jam to salute that which came before us, and then another brand new song. And we're going to open up this one with Extinction. Extinction are our buddies. We love these cats, man, out of Italy. Friends of ours. The Apocalypse Mark is their most recent outing. They made a video for Mad Jack. And if you give me an excuse to play Extinction, I'm going to take it. And we're going to play that right now tonight for you. And then our old school jam, we're going to play some old Cryptic Slaughter for you. Off of the Money Talks release. I love everything about Cryptic Slaughter. You know, these guys still tour, actually. Some semblance of them under the name Low Life. So if you get a chance to, check them out when the world reopens. Yeah. But we're going to go all the way back to Money Talks and play Freedom of Expression for you. And then Dehuman Rain. This Dehuman Rain, Descending Upon the Oblivious. German death metal album. They got their second full length. They got an EP out as well. Just a fucking ridiculously badass band. You're gonna love it. We're gonna play Perish or Subdue as our third jam tonight. We're gonna throw in a little comedy for you, get you laughing hopefully. So break things, laugh things, and don't go nowhere though, because we're not done. More metal coming at you. Ready, Skull? Mm-hmm. Throw this shit at them.
He's notoriously difficult to work with. Some call him a genius, others call him a madman.
To the board, my soul Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, Matt. Matt, Matt, Matt.
Losing a fiendish little tail from my hold of moldy oldies.
Hello, old friend. Hope you don't mind me dropping by to kill you.
I opened up a yogurt, and underneath the lid it said, "Please try again." They were having a contest I was unaware of. But I thought I might have opened the yogurt wrong. Or maybe Yo Play was trying to inspire me. Come on, Mitch, don't give up. Please try again. A message of inspiration from your friends at Yo Play. Fruit on the bottom, hope on top. I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. I like to play blackjack. I'm not addicted to gambling. I'm addicted to sitting in a semicircle. My friend is a blackjack dealer, and on his forearm he has a tattoo of an ace and a jack. You see, I'm a blackjack player. On my forearm, I'm gonna get a tattoo of a 10 and a 2. And then maybe later a king. I think Bigfoot is blurry. That's the problem. it's not the photographer's fault. Bigfoot is blurry. And that's extra scary to me because there's a large, out-of-focus monster roaming the countryside. One time a guy handed me a picture of me. He said, here's a picture of me when I was younger. Every picture is of you when you were younger. Ain't that about time someone said that? I think Pringle's initial intention was to make tennis balls. But on the day that the rubber was supposed to show up, a big truckload of potatoes arrived. And Pringles said, what the hell? Cut them up.
We've almost been killed multiple times. I will probably die on this quest. Courtney definitely will. Fuck Courtney! And fuck you!
Some people were born to die.
Well, there wasn't any bologna on that sandwich, but there sure was some cheese, baby, because that's how we do it around here at Metal-O-Mania. That's the good shit. Old school Cryptic Slaughter. It's been a while since I jammed on the old Money Talks album, but I grew up loving it. I was a huge Cryptic Slaughter freak. I had the jean jacket with, like, I think I had 3 Cryptic Slaughter patches on that bitch at one point. So. Hell yeah. Quick question back to earlier.
Whatever happened to your jean jacket?
Well, I know. I've had those things stolen and burned.
Aww.
And I once dated a girl that got mad at me and lit my jean jacket on fire at a campfire party. But so Massachusetts, earlier we were talking about the Pornhub thing. Massachusetts looks up college. Is that like cheerleaders too? Is that the deal? What's that? Just like college, any old college? Just college porn.
Just college, right? Anything
general.
related to
I guess that makes sense. Massachusetts has a
girls
bunch of schools and shit, so.
Yeah.
All right. I saw that and I meant to ask you. College girls. What's the old joke? No matter how old I get, they stay the same age.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Anyway. Anyhow, but yeah, that Cryptic Slaughter.
We're gonna have to maybe this weekend. We'll we'll Pornhub search each one of these.
All right, let's do it.
Like,
we'll make a marathon out of it.
Yeah,
we'll just fucking go
there's
through
not
all 50 states worth of.
I don't think there's all 50 of them here.
Oh, I don't know. I think there is.
There's a lot.
I think there is.
Well, look at our map.
50
Maryland
Pornhubs.
is over here.
Yeah. Why is that?
It took me forever to find
Maryland's
Maryland.
on the center of the East Coast, and on this map, they got it up in the fucking
We're like
near
Seattle.
Washington State.
Yeah.
So, okay. There you go. Well, anyway. I'm going to be looking up Scully X-File porn. There you go. I'm looking up Scully porn. Where's your OnlyFans page at?
That's going to actually be
Jillian Anderson.
Yeah. So.
She was a punk back in the day, man. I don't know if people know before she did the X-Files and was very stuffy character, well, at least in the first few seasons. She was a punker, man, back in the day. She grew up a punk girl. She likes metal and punk music.
That's cool.
Yeah. Big fan of her. There's more than a few reasons we call you Scully shit, you know. All right, well, you know, we got some more music to play, and for the rest of the show, we of course are going to talk about how stupid we all are. And I can't stress this enough.
Way.
I include us in this.
Way?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think it's going to be positive.
This is
funny.
This is shit we all believe that we're wrong. It is wrong. It is funny because we all believe this shit, and we're wrong.
Let's hear it. What
and
is it?
Dude, I'm guilty of a lot of them. Like the penny drop from the. I'm sure you've heard this. If a penny is dropped from the Empire State Building, it'll kill somebody, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the deal. It'll do that, right?
By the time it picks up speed, going all the way down, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's horseshit. If a penny hits you square on the top of your head, this is according to Scientific American.
Okay.
It will feel like somebody plucked you really hard on the top of your head. That's
really?
as hard as it'll. Yeah, because it doesn't have enough weight to create the velocity to become deadly.
Oh, what would you need?
I don't know, actually.
The same study didn't tell you?
Yeah, right. I guess if it was something thicker, heavier, and probably more pointed.
Like a quarter?
If it was pointed, I'll bet if I dropped a cylindrical piece of steel down and it could,
Well, I guess it depended on which side it hit you on, right? If it laid on the flat side.
Yeah, if it pencil snapped on you. But yeah, apparently it would be like you got flicked and not even very hard, apparently, according to this study by a physicist out of the University of Virginia.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. How about this one? We've all heard this one a million times.
What?
I would have sworn it was true just a couple days ago, even. You have to wait 24 hours before submitting a missing persons report. Somebody's not missing until they're gone 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
How many times have you heard that in a movie or a TV show? Or?
Oh, is that not?
It is not true at all, no.
Really?
There are several circumstances which would create for a person being missing.
Well, maybe a child, because a child, they're endangered before 24 hours.
In fact, this police officer that they were interviewed here says, no, report it right away. Don't wait 24 hours. Our best chance of getting the person that's missing is to get on it right away. So,
like, I didn't call you because.
Yeah, no, we were waiting 24 hours to look for little Johnny. Fuck him.
Yep. Yeah, I guess when you say it like that, it is pretty obvious, actually. Like, no, call for help immediately.
But, it's one of those things. If you repeat it often enough and you're subjected to it often enough, it becomes a truth to you. That's kind of the point of the whole show tonight, even, is these are the things that become truths to us. And we would stand by it. In most cases, you would argue these things to be true. I've argued that
Jesus.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that. But I would have argued a million times about the whole we use 13% or less of our brains. You know, I've literally argued with people about that in the past, and I was wrong.
That's
son.
funny.
Wrong. But
I
go ahead.
just still feel like in certain circumstances, it's got to be applicable somewhere. So, you know, like, yeah, if your child goes missing, they're not going to wait 24 hours.
No.
But, like, if your adult friend just hasn't really communicated with you in a while, like,
Well-
don't you feel like, you know, certain circumstances, they are going to wait?
Well,
I
they're
guess
gonna
maybe not.
they'll start looking right. Well, depending on circumstances, right? But like, if a person goes missing, especially nowadays, if your phone shut off and they are supposed to be here by a certain time and they're pretty reliably there, and you know what I mean. If they've created patterns that something's
not right,
something
seems
is
off.
wrong here. Yeah, police are not going to hesitate. They're not going to say, "Yeah, call us back in 20 hours, bitch." Fuck you and your loved one.
When was the last time anybody actually heard from them? Okay,
Yeah,
now
right.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah, get back to us, and you fucking dummies. Yeah, apparently the first 40 hours are pretty crucial, even. So get to a loved one. How about touching a toad will give you warts? It's fact, right? That's a fact. If you touch a toad, you get
I
warts.
thought
on
if they
your hands.
peed on you.
Oh, really? I thought that if you touched it, but yeah, peeing on you is even grosser. Thanks to that. But apparently, according to National Geographic, yeah, that's just a rumor. It was a rumor that was started. But the guy makes a joke in this article, but that was a rumor the toads themselves must have started because they don't like to be touched very much. But yeah, no, not true at all. Not true at all. How about this one?
Well, what do people get the warts from then? I mean, it's okay. I don't.
A bunch of things can cause warts. Actually, there is a little bit on that. The warts can be caused by a million things. Warts can be caused from just like excessive rubbing on your skin, eventually, and stuff. Dirt can get into the pores and create a wart. And shit.
Oh.
There's a million things that can cause a wart.
Oh.
But how about this? We've all know this to be true. I mean, it's a fact.
Okay. I know I'm like arguing with you that each one of these are still true.
Yeah,
like, as you're like telling me.
I did the research,
up.
but I was on your side a couple days ago.
Okay.
So the forbidden fruit in the story of Adam and Eve. What is it?
An apple.
It's an apple, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an apple. We know this to be
like
true.
A pear or something?
There's no mention of what it is. It's just forbidden fruit. There's no further explanation beyond that.
Oh.
Artists, early depictions made by artists depicting the story drew it as an apple in stories, and thus it became what we think of it as. But in the actual biblical tale itself, there's no further explanation given beyond forbidden fruit. It could be a fucking pear. It could be a fucking
not
banana.
even an actual fruit at all.
Yeah, right.
It could be something.
It could be a mistranslation.
Yeah.
And actually, the word that apple is another word, if translated slightly differently, means evil. And if you consider that it was the forbidden something, it could very likely not be a fruit at all. You're very correct. It could very easily be just a straight misdirection. You know, the whole the plot of the Da Vinci Code even is that the Holy Grail is a mistranslation. If you change the translation by one, emphasis,
right,
it becomes royal blood rather than Holy Grail. But royal blood, creates the story, and now, which has become a conspiracy theory, which Dan Brown has helped perpetuate, that the Jesus bloodline continues to this day, that Jesus had a child with Mary, and, that the sacred bloodline of Jesus is still being secretly protected by the church. Cool story, by the way.
Right.
Don't know if it's true or not, but it's a cool-ass story.
Cool story.
Yeah, right. How about this one? I thought this one was true, too. Your fingernails and your hair continue to grow for a certain amount of time after you die. Everyone's heard that one, right?
Yeah.
When you die, your fingernails, your hair grow for a certain amount of time.
Well, the things don't ever stop growing.
Well, I've heard that.
Is that one of the lists?
Yeah, well, no, but it's not true at all.
Oh.
Your hair does not grow. The minute you die, your hair, your fingernails, none of that grows. The reason people think it, though, is your skin recedes.
Ew. Okay.
As you shrink.
Okay.
So more of your nails and whatever is exposed over time.
All right.
So it gives the appearance that your shit has grown.
That's weird.
But it actually has not.
Huh.
But yeah, I always thought that was true, right? See, again, we're stupid. We're stupid people.
What do they say? Like your feet never stop growing, or your nose never stops growing, or your ears? Maybe it's all three.
But when you die, they do, though.
Well, yeah.
But yeah. But what is that? You're right. I think it's the something in your ear. Is it the something in your ear?
I thought it was those three things: your feet, your nose, and your ears.
Maybe.
Or maybe
right.
it could be a joke. Or even I don't know. For all I know.
You might be right. As
it
we're
could
finding
be one
out,
of these truths
right?
That,
Yeah, exactly.
Not right at all. So
we're stupid fucking idiots. I'll gloss over that one, but I had always heard if you touch a baby bird with its bare hands, its mother will reject it. You've heard that one before, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Not true. Totally not true at all. Wild animals bond with their young, and they do not quickly abandon them. It doesn't matter if you touch them or not. This is according to the Humane Society. Yeah, they love their kids. They don't give a fuck if you touch them. They still love them. It does seem common sense when you hear a doctor or a vet or something say it, but dude, I always believed it. I would have told you if you saw a baby bird, don't touch it, man. Its mother won't.
They probably tell kids that. So that they don't touch
that's probably where it
you
came
know?
from. You're
Yeah.
right.
That's funny.
Keep kids from touching it. Drinking alcohol raises your blood temperature. Your body temperature. That's another one. You see it in stories where like people are freezing and they got a little bit of whiskey and they're drinking the whiskey to stay warm and shit.
I thought it was more so you didn't feel it, not to actually warm you up.
That is exactly right. It does nothing to actually keep your blood warm. But on another side note, for all you tattoo artists out there, we're always looking out for our tattoo artist friends. Don't get super wasted and get a tattoo. I know it's way fun to do it that way, but it does thin your blood.
Yeah.
And it makes you a bleeder. So you'll be getting a tattoo.
And
Your
obnoxious.
tattoo art, and that too. It does do that too. Side effects may include. I thought that would be a funny skit. I was brainstorming with some friends earlier in the week about some skits we should do on the show, and I thought we came up with accurate commercials. Don't you think that'd be funny? Like a liquor commercial where there's a straight drunk piece of shit, fucking pushing bourbon or something. I thought that'd be a funny. We'll come back to it. Anyway.
Okay.
We'll come back to that, but yeah, drinking alcohol doesn't bring your body temperature up. Whatever, don't it. You're going to star in that skit I'm talking about. You're going to be my alcoholic. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis, right? If you crack your knuckles too much.
My grandpa always told me to stop doing that.
Yeah, you'll have arthritis. Yeah,
never
that's
been
bullshit.
able to.
It's not true anyway. According to the Harvard Medical School, it doesn't increase your risk of developing any painful conditions or joint conditions whatsoever. That cracking noise actually comes from collapsing little gas bubbles, and it has no effect. It doesn't weaken anything. No effect whatsoever. How about this one? Georgia is not the leading producer of peaches in America, dude. Are you shitting me with that? That's a lie, right?
Who beats them in peach
They're not even in the top
productions?
3.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. They are behind California. They are behind, I did write it down actually, Pennsylvania and New Jersey, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah. How crazy is that? And peaches are their state fruit. That's their state fruit. But they're not even the leading producer in there.
It's the fruit they do the best.
Yeah.
And they still don't
It must be
do
quality over quantity. Look, I got your back,
Best of
Georgia.
Everybody.
Yeah. Simply the best. How about that? All right. I'm going to skip that one because who cares? And bats are blind is not true. People always
In the
think that
daylight.
people
You mean? Yeah, they can't see in the day.
No, they're not true at all.
Oh.
They're not blind. They can see just fine. They can see in the day. They can see at night. They do use radar as well, but they can also see or sonar. They're right. Excuse me. How about lightning never strikes twice? You've heard that before,
In the
right?
same spot twice. Yeah.
It's actually incredibly likely to strike in the same place because the electrical pattern created by the first strike makes it a spot more likely to pull electricity to again. Yeah.
You've heard of like those crazy ass people who've been like struck by lightning like
several times.
Yeah.
Right. Something's in your blood,
they
man.
themselves are conductors
You are.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them motherfuckers on top of my house so I got better reception on the TV and shit.
Or no, that's gonna get your house struck by lightning.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. Well, that could be fun. All right, I got one more for this break, and then we'll play a couple. But matter of fact, then we'll talk to our buddies in Carnation. As a matter of fact, so
awesome.
let's do that.
Okay.
How about this one though? Humans only have 5 senses. We've all heard this one all our life. Humans only have 5 senses. According to most recent studies, and actually theories that go back as far back as Aristotle,
Okay.
we have between 14 and 20 senses.
Oh.
They include thermoception, which is the ability to recognize temperature. They include sense of balance and certain things like that that are also your senses. So apparently we do have more than 5 senses if you look at it that way.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you those. But like when
you're
you're teaching a
stretching it,
child, like you're not going to teach a child, your sense of balance, your sense of thermoception.
I still don't have no balance.
Your sense of thermoception. Are you going to teach?
I'm out of balance.
You can teach a 4-year-old smell.
Well, you got to figure out thermoception all on your own. When you touch it and it's hot, boom.
So I mean, I guess you are teaching them that.
Yeah, you are.
You just don't call it by its name. I guess whatever.
Yeah. But you are.
But in a way, that's kind of touch too, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. How about you? Let's do this. Let's go talk to Carnation, and then we'll come back and talk about more of these goofy things, and we'll keep plying these folks with metal while we do it all.
You keep telling me things that have proven to be false, and
you
I'll
keep-
keep arguing with you that no, we know they're true.
That's just you're wrong still. All right, Blanche. All right. Yeah, coming up next, actually, I'm very excited about this, man. We are huge. Me and Scully have been jamming the fuck out of this album. We love the hell out of it. We're huge fans of Carnation, and if you aren't already, you are about to be, my friends. We're going to talk to them right now. And again, in 2018, I picked up Chapel of Abhorrence, which is just a ridiculously, insanely great album. I'm not kidding. You have to get a 2018 release. And now Where Death Lies is brand new, even better. Fuck. You're going to love these. You're going to love it. So let's go talk to them right now, shall we?
Yeah.
And don't go nowhere. We're going to keep talking about some of these things that Scully still doesn't believe aren't true. Even though they're
Well,
not.
am I supposed to believe it because you said it?
Hey, I did my Google.
And now for something completely different.
All right, Metal-O-Maniacs, I got something special in store for you right now, man, because another of my favorite albums of the whole year, and we're blessed to be joined right now by Vincent from the band of Carnation. How are you today, sir?
Hey, man. Hey, Chris. How's it going? I'm doing well here. It's not the best time of the year, but all is well. All is cool here.
Right
and thank
on.
you for having me on tonight. Cool, man. Thank you so much. How's it going?
Oh, man, I'm very excited to be talking to you, sir, because I got to tell you, it's been a weird year. It's been a fucking crazy year, but the metal has been fantastic. And, brother, Where Death Lies is right there on the top shelf. This is cream of the crop type of shit, my friend. It's awesome.
Wow, dude. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate your talk, man. Thank you.
Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, let's start from the beginning and give some roots to it. If you don't mind, introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Vincent Verstrepen, drummer of the band Carnation. I've been playing with them since 2016, but the band was formed back in 2013. It was formed by my brother, Jonathan Verstrepen, but it was first about to be like a side project. So all the members were still in other bands. There was like a kind of a cool thrash crossover scene going on back in 2013 and stuff. So yeah, it was supposed to be a side project, but it grew until a main project really quickly, I must say. And yeah, I think 2015 Carnation released their first EP, and I joined them somewhere in August 2016. And I think like the second show I did with them was already in Tokyo, Japan. That was pretty rad, actually.
Wow. No
Yeah,
shit,
man.
that's awesome.
That was cool. Yeah, man. I really do enjoy playing with them, and it's been really wild, actually. Yeah, last couple of years we did a few tours. We were lucky enough to do the 70,000 tons of metal show. That was crazy, man. That was insane. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
This year is kind of a break. I don't know, man. It's so weird, but we'll get through it again.
Well, we'll get through it because of the releases put out by bands like Carnation, man. I'm telling you, this shit is getting me through these tough times, brother. I mean that.
Oh, man. I'm glad to hear this, you know. Like,
Well, and I'll tell you, just to back up a little bit, 2018's Chapel of Abhorrence I love that release, man. And dare I say it, this one's even better. How the fuck did you do that?
no idea, actually. You know, the writing process was kind of different with this new album, because we really abandoned ourselves for a week. We went to a studio somewhere in a countryside in Belgium, so really abandoned from anything and everyone, and we started writing most of the songs there. I think we got like 3 songs ready already, and we did pre-productions for these songs in the studio over there. But we wrote a lot of songs back then, and it was really cool, you know, just a band all together from starting in early mornings until midnight and after midnight, and we did like jam sessions as well, and you know the song "Sepulchre of Alteration," which was the first single of the album. That one came from a jam session that I had with my brother somewhere around midnight somewhere. And you know, our bass player is a studio engineer, so he was recording everything from all jam sessions, and that's where we started writing from these sessions, and you know, and developed it into a song, and that was kind of cool doing it this way.
Fuck yeah, that's very metal, brother. That's very metal.
Indeed. Damn.
Well, you alluded to the bass player. Well, your brother's in the band too. Who are the other guys in Carnation? Let's introduce those guys too.
So my brother Jonathan Verstrijpen is playing guitars. We have Bert Vervoort also on guitars. Jarne Heil is bass player, and Simon Dusson is vocals. So, and I'm Vincent, drummer. By the way.
Man, and I'm telling you, well, you've been in the band since 2016, so both of the full-length releases and then the split you guys did, you know, just fantastic stuff, brother, man. I gotta feel like if it was a different year than 2020, you'd be all over the fucking place right now.
I wish it was, man. Yeah, I think the release was received pretty well, even in these times. You know, we didn't really know what to expect from it, and yeah, people were pretty excited. And I think there aren't too many releases right now. A lot of bands are waiting until everything is over, until they can tour again. But we didn't really had a choice, so we had to release this one right now. And yeah, it's different, and it might have gone better when it was just a normal year, I must say. But things are as they go, and yeah, we can't do much about it, and we have to get through it. So,
wow.
And luckily, you know, people have a lot of time right now, so they have a lot of time to listen to music, and I hope they just like the album and listen to it right now. So,
as a selfish fucking music fan, you know, forget all the radio shit and all that. As a selfish music fan, I'm so glad you put this album out, brother. I'm serious. I mean that.
Thanks.
Tell me a little bit about your influences, if you don't mind, man. When you were a young little metalhead in the making, brother, who were you listening to? Who was it that got you into this shit?
Yeah, there was certainly a lot of Maiden. There was some Def Leppard, Judas Priest, you know, the really early stuff.
The roots.
Yeah, man, and it all came from a family member of ours who had vinyls from all these bands, and yeah, he didn't really listen to it anymore, but we discovered it in his room. So it was like an uncle of us, and so we discovered these vinyls, and they looked pretty cool, and so we researched about it, and that's when we started listening to metal. I think that's pretty cool, you know. While even being in the 21st century, you started out listening to vinyls. That was kind of rad.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. So I think it started out with Maiden, Judas Priest, and yeah, it went over to thrash metal, to speed metal, all those kind of stuff, and yeah, that metal, of course, right now.
Fuck yeah, man. I miss those early days, you know, when we were learning with the Maidens and all that stuff. I remember the first time I bought a Venom record, I felt like, man, I'm doing something wrong right now by listening to this, and I love it, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a different time, so, and it was so much different back then. Listening to something like that must have been like horrifying to some people, and it's a lot different right now, of course.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I wish I was born right there, you know.
No, you don't. Then you'd be old like me, man. Hold on to your youth, brother. Hold on to it.
All right, Dan. Cool.
I got more in the rear view than I used to. You know what I mean? So fuck that.
Awesome, man. Sure.
So I know the album's out. What's the best place for everybody to buy this record, man? Because we're going to play a song off of it tonight for everybody, which will be, I believe, our third or fourth song we're playing on it. But they're going to want to know, how can I buy this record? What's the best place to get it?
So, best place to get it is to our website. It's carnationband.com/shop. That's when you hit merchandise and all. So you can buy CDs, cassette, and vinyl and stuff.
T-shirts.
Shirts, yeah, hoodies, whatever you want, you know. patches.
I need vinyl stickers and shit, so we'll talk. But
I think we still have a few of those.
oh yeah, we're covering. We got a vehicle. We got a yellow Metal-O-Mania vehicle. We're covering that bastard with stickers, man. So.
Awesome, man. Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll have to send you some.
Fuck yeah, brother. We'll talk. But what's next, man? What do you see in the future? I mean, I know times have never been more uncertain than they are right now. So if you were put on the spot and said, "What's next?" What's the answer? Because I don't know anymore.
I would like to say a really good tour coming up, but yeah, we don't know yet. So we had tour plans going on, but they are postponed right now. So of course, and yeah, we got a lot of requests for shows, and you confirm the show, but in the back of your head you already think like, yeah, it's probably going to be postponed or canceled or something. So it's pretty weird. And I think if this goes along for another year or for a long while, we probably will hit the studio again and record something new, like maybe an EP or something, and just do what we like to do and start writing again. So yeah,
right on, man.
I think that would be the best idea we could do right now.
If nothing else, this year I do believe is going to create some good music. We're going to get some good music as a result of this weird ass year for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
it makes people kind of angry. So and angry is kind of involved in writing metal, maybe.
Fuck yeah, brother. We have a good friend that calls heavy metal the soundtrack to angry, and I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
Possibly be.
And dude, Where Death Lies is my current soundtrack to angry, man. I'm just I can't tell you how much I love this fucking release, man. It's fantastic.
Awesome, man. Cool. Thank you so much, man.
Well, and to make sure everybody out there knows, you guys have a YouTube channel, you guys got the Facebook, you guys are all that, you have the full on social media for people to follow, right?
Sure. So Carnation Band Official is the official Instagram. We got YouTube, I think it's just called Carnation Band, or also Carnation Band Official, and Facebook, just find us as Carnation.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you type in Carnation Where Death Lies, you will find it, and you will love it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this album rips, man. It rips.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, man, you kick ass, brother. I appreciate the fuck out of you spending some time with us here at Metal-O-Mania.
Thank you so much for having me, man. Have a nice day. Take care.
You too, brother.
See you soon, maybe, man. Awesome. Cheers, dude.
Cheers, my friend.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Hey, man, this is Vincent from Carnation, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt and Scully.
Story, to win the station with
Unless you want a sandwich or some heroin, get off my ice cream truck!
And Vince from Carnation is my new brother, and show them the love. Pick up Where Death Lies. I shit you not, folks. The soundtrack to 2020 is incomplete unless you have picked up this record. It's that vital to your year.
You need it.
You need to have it in your soul. You need to have it in your ear hole. And as you can tell, cool fucking dude, man. Cool band. Just love every bit of that, man. Fantastic shit. Those motherfuckers are the reason I love metal. So there you go. Thanks for coming on, my friend. Very much appreciate it. So that was Caustic and Carnation tonight on the show.
I think it worked.
Twofer.
Yeah.
I
was like, you can't.
We might do more of that
at
shit.
one time.
We might do more of that shit.
I felt like
I like it.
First, I thought it was going to take away, but no, I think.
Yeah, we might do
works.
more of it. I like it, and I'll be honest with you. As the show continues to grow the way it has, we've gotten more and more opportunities to talk to more and more bands. I mean, we might have to think about doing that double up format. Cash in these 3-hour bang bang shows with 2 fucking interviews, and you in here until midnight every fucking night talking about metal and ding dongs and shit. What do you think?
What are you doing over there?
Having fun with you.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about more things you thought you knew. I'm gonna continue to convince Scully
that
the things we thought we knew aren't true.
All
and
right.
She's gonna continue to not buy it.
I probably will argue with you.
Shaving your hair makes it grow back thicker. Horseshit. Not true. Not true at all.
Like on your legs?
Anywhere. Nowhere at all.
Oh.
Your arm hair, your eyebrows, your back hair, your facial hair. Over time, your hair becomes thicker and coarser because you're older.
Okay.
Period. How many times you shave it doesn't matter at all. So I thought that one was true. That's one I definitely bought into. I thought that, by shaving your... I remember being young, even like my father telling me, oh, when you shave the first time, that's it. You're going to open up this can of worms and you're going to have to shave all the time, but now you're going to have to either way. So that's just the way the human... But that's just biology. How about chameleons change color to blend in with their surroundings? See, this is a half-truth because they do change colors. That part is fact.
Okay.
But they don't do it to hide themselves or to camouflage themselves. That is not the reason chameleons change their color.
Why?
They do it to communicate with other chameleons.
What?
It's literally a communication device between chameleons to change colors. And apparently, I mean, I'm not a fucking vet, honey. So it says...
What are they saying to each other?
According to Wired, chameleons change colors to regulate their temperatures or to communicate with other chameleons, not to camouflage themselves. They're saying, come over here and give me some pussy. Come on, what do you think they're saying? Feed me, fuck me. They're saying what all of us are saying. We're all the same shit. It doesn't matter what species we are. It doesn't. None of that matters. We're all saying the same shit.
That's a weird one. Don't you feel like you've seen them like sitting there with like the color of the surroundings that they're at?
Yeah,
you know?
I thought.
So,
That's a weird one.
I don't know. Okay.
I'll gloss over that one.
Guess I'll stop arguing with you.
Hey, look, I got it here, man. The Declaration of Independence was signed on the 4th of July. Is not true. That's pretty goofy, right? It wasn't signed, actually, until August 2nd of that year. Congress approved it on July 4th. That part is accurate. So, symbology-wise, it still works. But
okay.
How about dogs sweat through their tongues? This is one I've always heard. Their tongues and noses, right? Dogs sweat through their tongues and noses, right?
I'd always
heard. Oh, really? I've always heard that all my life.
Oh, wow.
Not true at all. They have regular sweat glands just like any other mammal. Any other mammal. They're mammals. Believe it or not, they're mammals. Did you know that?
They're just people.
They act like mammals just like mammals do. Here's a good one. The 5-second rule. This is one I never did believe. So
are they debunking the 5-second rule? Like,
yeah,
it was an actual thing. I think that was just thing people said.
Oh, no. I beg to differ. I know some freako dickholes that have eaten shit right off the floor and said 5-second rule. I'm good, and I'm not kidding. Outdoors in like Ocean City on the boardwalk type of shit. Like I'm not kidding, man. I'm not joking. That's 5 seconds. It takes no seconds at all. The moment it makes contact, it's done, son. Yeah, whatever fucking interaction that happens that you don't want to eat has already happened.
Even those people, I'm sure, like didn't actually think that it was safe, right?
I don't know, man. I don't want to throw any names out there, but you and I have a mutual friend that I believe thinks that it was 5 seconds, so I'm good.
Wow.
4 seconds, dude. Beat it by a second. No diseases. You know? What the fuck? I don't know. It's weird. I won't eat something off the floor if it's been there for no seconds.
Yeah,
so
no, I'm not eating anything off the floor.
I'm not down with that.
That's funny. Like
I was already a little bit of a germaphobe before all this shit, so.
Yeah, I'm even funny about things just like touching the counter.
Yeah,
you know, like the
When's the last time?
Yeah,
no,
you know, right? Yeah, I'm
fuck
a little
that.
funny
If it's on the
about
counter,
things.
I don't think I want to eat it. So 5-second rule is bullshit, just for the record, people.
That is hilarious.
Oh, for the record, that one's stupid. I'm skipping that one. Did you know fortune cookies did not originate in China? Is
that an
not
American
true.
thing?
It is an American thing.
That sounds like something we would do.
We added that to our Asian dining experience. The sun is yellow. Did you know that? The sun is not yellow. It's not orange. It's not red. In reality, the sun is all colors mixed together, which appear to our eyes as white often. But it's a congregation of all the colors, most notably green, blue, and violet.
Because it's so hot.
Yep. Yeah, but
sense.
it's what your eyeballs pick it up to be is not necessarily what it is. How wild is that? You and I did talk about that once on the show. Remember when a couple years ago we did that? We did the fire. We made the fire. We had that party where we made all those bricks with the different color fires and shit.
That was fun.
We got into some of that, science of that. That was a lot of fun. Here's another one. And I'll confess I'm an idiot. I apologize, folks. I'm an idiot. I thought Cinco de Mayo was Mexico's Independence Day. I would have told you that just 4 days ago. If you'd asked me, I would have told you. And it's not. It isn't. The Mexican army successfully defeated France in the Battle of Puebla during the Franco-Mexican War, but it is not their Independence Day. So
okay.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, here's a good one. And this one I was perpetuated by the show Friends. I don't know how many people are in the show Friends, but if you get stung by a jellyfish, pissing on it doesn't do anything. There's no benefit. There's no value to pissing on it whatsoever.
Really?
Yep. Nothing. According to the Cleveland Clinic, even the proper way to treat a jellyfish sting is with hot water. Not only is urine not an effective treatment method, but it can worsen the sting and maybe cause infection.
Oh.
So don't piss on it.
I mean, it's hot.
Piss on it. Pee on it. Piss on it. Yeah, I mean,
how's it much different from hot water? Really?
I mean, it's urine. Would you drink hot water or would you drink hot urine? If I gave them to you both, would you be like, there's not much difference? I'll have a glass of both.
No, I mean.
Topically, okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
I'll keep that in mind when I'm pissing on you later. We got to hurry up with the show so we can go golden shower around here. But
I definitely thought that was true.
Yeah, I did too. I did too.
Definitely.
I've fallen victim to the
sting,
urban legend of it. Yeah, truly. Here's one that most people believe. I myself, I'm going to tell you, I'm a history freak, so I knew this one was not true, but a lot of people apparently believe that Richard Nixon was successfully impeached as president, that he was impeached, and that's why he was forced to go away. And that is not actually true. He quit. He resigned office because he knew his ass was going to be impeached. That likely would have happened, honestly. There was a lot of evidence against him, and then, of course, he was pardoned by Ford. But, yeah, the whole screwed up thing there. But, yeah, a lot of people believe Nixon was impeached. And, if people are write down all the time that, the presidents that have been impeached was Clinton and Nixon and blah, blah, blah. But Nixon was never successfully impeached.
Right.
I am not a crook, and I was not impeached. And here's another one, though. This is a big one, too. This is one I know I heard all my life. Going outside with wet hair in the cold makes you sick. Is not true. Not true. Nope. According to doctors, not true.
Still blow drying my hair.
Colds are caused by viruses, and viruses don't care whether your hair is warm, wet, or dry, according to doctors. Yep. You cannot catch a cold or a flu simply by going out with wet hair during the wintertime. Anita Shakira D.O., a physician who specializes in internal medicine at University of North Carolina. Some wives' tales. Well, I guess it was started by trying to, basically tell kids not to go outside with wet hair, but you won't get sick from that. You're no more likely to catch a cold. A cold is caused by a virus, and they don't give a fuck about your hair.
If you're outdoors, in the cold, you get sick, right? I mean, whether you're wet or not,
I think you get more
can make you sick. No?
See, I don't know. I always had asthma problems, I guess, when I was young, so if I got too worked up in the cold, I would get some breathing shit, but that's unrelated, really. That's not a flu, And that wouldn't have mattered if my hair was wet or not, I guess. Huh.
See, I guess I'm not thinking like the flu. I'm thinking like, the sneeze and runny nose and stuff, that's...
Huh. I don't know.
I feel like that's caused by the cold, which is made worse by having wet hair.
What you're not understanding is you're wrong.
All right, the next one totally I would really try not to argue with you
That's
about.
What I'm telling you right now is that you're wrong. We're all wrong, man. We're all wrong. We're all wrong.
I can accept it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to accept this one either.
I have not been able to accept any of them.
No, and you're not going to accept this one either. Peanuts are not a nut.
I don't care about that.
Peanuts are not nuts. They're a legume. Legume.
Excuse me.
So they're more related to a clover or a chickpea, actually, than they are to a nut. How about that?
Excuse me.
You all right there, dear?
I don't know. I'm checking.
You gonna make it? Well, it's not a nut. It's a peanut, but it's not a nut.
Yeah, I don't know that I really ever. I don't even like peanuts. So
I love peanuts. I love a good salted
nut. Is that
nut.
just peanuts then? Like other nuts are nuts still?
It just says peanut. So yeah, I think most nuts. Your Brazil nut is still a nut, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And bukkake, lots of nuts. So. Side note. Anyway, I got one more for you, and then we'll go back to some music. How about
Okay, let's do one more.
Twinkies have no expiration date. Bullshit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
If you keep them in an airtight container, they'll be fine.
They'll last a long time, but their shelf life is only 25 days. That's not even that long.
Well, people put lame expiration dates on things because they want you to throw them away and buy new ones.
That is true. But 25 days versus eternity is quite a stretch, my friend.
Not a Twinkie.
Yeah, right.
Wait, it is a Twinkie. I thought, what?
Twinkie.
I thought for some reason you were talking about Twizzlers for a second.
Oh, yeah. No, Twinkies.
I was thinking like the red ropey things.
Oh, red vines or Twizzlers, yeah. These probably last longer than a Twinkie, apparently. Twinkies only last 25 days.
What?
Yes.
No.
See? Twinkies having no expiration date is a bullshit. It's another thing that we believe that is bullshit. Yeah. I looked this one up quite a bit because I was... I think in the Zombieland movie, I think Woody Harrelson's character says, contrary to popular belief, Twinkies do have an expiration date. And that is true. That is true. Did you ever see the picture somebody went out of their way to create like a while back. There was a picture from the Zombieland, the part where they kill the zombies in the grocery store. Somebody fucking photoshopped Twinkies on the shelf in that one scene. Like, I at one point was going around telling people there was Twinkies on the shelf the whole fucking time. How did they miss it? But yeah, somebody photoshopped that. You're a dick. Whoever did that, you're a dick. Whoever's got time for shit like that. How do you got time to fucking... I'm just
That's
gonna
what
fuck
I
with people.
always want to know. Like, you see the things floating around and... Like, yeah, how do you have time in your life?
And just
I don't
to
have
fuck with
time for the
people.
important things in my life that I need to get done. I'm constantly juggling. Like,
I'm gonna
what,
spend
what
fucking...
ball do I drop today? Because someone's got to get dropped.
As long as it's not my balls.
So,
But
yeah, how are you just fucking sticking off with...
I'm going to spend 8 hours fucking with fans of the Zombieland movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Get a job.
Must be nice, motherfucker. Yeah, Jesus Christ. You're probably living in somebody's basement bitching about
God.
boomers, you cunt. So, let's play some music. On that note, we're all stupid tonight. We're celebrating the fact that we're stupid. Yeah, I'm calling it a celebration
well,
of
you
stupidity.
just gave us like 25 truths that I couldn't accept a single one.
I know. You couldn't, yeah. We'll talk a little bit more in a minute. But let's play some, this new Mr. Bengal release, by the way. I've seen people ranting and raving about how awesome it is on social media a lot lately. And you know what? You're fucking right. It's amazing. I love it. So you're going to love it too. This, of course, is the Mike Patton project. It goes, it's just almost too good. It really is. We're going to play, they just released a new video for the Sudden Death song off of the Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny demo is the name of the release. And yeah, there's some rehash stuff on there, and I know, but it's still worth getting. And you're going to want to. And then we're going to follow that up with some Macabre. Macabre is back, man. Another set of legends. They're back from fucking Illinois. They're grinding it up with some death. This is their first full-length release since 2011's fucking Grim Scary Tales. And fuck me, worth the wait. Worth the wait completely. Carnival of Killers is the name of the album. We shall play the Lake of Fire and dance in it together on Metal-O-Mania. Don't go nowhere, though. We still got some more shit for you.
Yeah, a little bit more.
That's right, man. Fucking stick it out, mother. We don't sprint. We marathon here. So let's keep metal in your soul.
You killed him.
Well, duh. What part of sudden death didn't you understand?
I'd like to say hi to all the kids looking in tonight. Hey, kids.
Elsa? Do you want to build a snowman?
This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed! Bitch!
Okay, bye.
One thing is for sure, Satan sells. No matter how you slice it, it's not the heavy metal bands like Black Sabbath and Kiss that are losing money in the current record industry depression. In fact, some new groups seem to be picking up that satanic smell of success. Is this a ridiculous notion? Or is Satan rampant in rock? To some, the answer is obvious. Skull-headed monsters and demon-like figures are probably the most blatant. Then there is the upside-down cross, depicting a mockery of Jesus Christ. There is, of course, the sign of Satan. And there is the number 666.
I shaved the dog and glued the hair to my nutsack so I looked like a grown man.
come on. I think we should get back into the lake, fuck each other's brains out, and we could even film it for prosperity.
And here we are in Snoring Dog Studios as Deuce is cutting logs onto the table again. That's my dude down there, man. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he's our dude. He's no guard dog, but he's our dog. So
We got a guard cat for that.
yeah, that's true. We got a guard cat and a wuss dog, but we'll take it. But did I tell you how badass is that Mr. Bungle? And dude, that fucking Macabre release, killer, man. Killer. I'm very, very excited. It's a good time to be a metalhead.
Yeah.
All right, well, we talked a lot about how stupid we are as just human beings tonight. And I take none of it back. I stand by every fucking word.
Yeah,
We're all stupid as shit.
You all thought that shit was real.
Yeah, that's true, man. I'm guilty of a lot of it. You know, we're all stupid. We're all unreliable in our opinions and our thoughts and our memories. We're all unreliable in our fucking things that we swear we saw and remember. We are. It just is true. We're all hypocritical. We talk about that often on the show. You know, you can very easily think something today and in 2 weeks think the exact opposite. It's just who we are. We're flawed fucking pieces of garbage, and I love you still for it. I love every one of you for it, man. That's what, hey, let's band together and be pieces of garbage together. You know what I mean? That's what we're here to do, I guess. But
well, just acknowledge your faults like you acknowledge others. You
right,
know what
man.
I mean?
Right, exactly right. You know, and
So.
there's if my parting shot on some of it, I got a couple more examples of stupidity we'll get into before we. I got a 3-pack of songs we're going to close the show with, but before we get to that, my parting shot on it is exactly that. Kind of know areas that you need to learn and work on those things, and know areas that you're deficient and recognize that you are. You know, I liken it to this. I have a couple of buddies that build motorcycles, you know, and I have never done any work on a motorcycle. If you put parts on the floor and told me to put it together, there's no way in shit I'm putting together a motorcycle for you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it would be akin to me walking up to these guys and saying and telling, man, what you need to do to put that motorcycle together is grab that piece and screw it to this piece and blah, 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 and start talking with authority to people that know what they're doing, and I clearly don't. That would be ridiculous, right? I mean, that would be a ridiculous scenario. That would almost be a comedy skit that we could do here for the show. And for some reason, in the modern climate, we've all become very comfortable talking about things we don't know anything about. Very loudly, very vulgar filled, very fucking forcefully, and often very empty of head. You know, I mean, let's be honest, very, very often without a whole lot of knowledge. And I would just caution that we'd be better at that. Let's work on it. I'm not giving you shit for it. We're all guilty of it. Me too. I am too. But let's try to recognize that about ourselves and learn from it. And let's try to fucking move forward as better examples of what we were yesterday. What do you think?
Yep.
All right. That's my rant part. And I'll close with a couple more examples, man. These are just a couple of things I scribbled down on some note paper I wanted to close the show with. A teacher was showing high school students pictures of the sun that had been taken from a telescope when one of the students raised his hand and said, were these taken at the day or nighttime? All right. I'm going to leave that on you there. I'm going to leave that in your head. How about, I'll script this one. How about the old job sites? Well, you know some of the job site ones. The old, I used to do ceramic tile. I used to be a tile setter. And it was a famous joke when some of the new guys on the job site, we would send them to the gang box or to the toolbox to get the tile stretcher. Hey, man, this piece of tile's too small. I need the tile stretcher. Go give me the tile stretcher. And, of course, there's no fucking such thing as a tile stretcher. But, boy, you'd send some young dummy, you know, and it's funny because
he wants to impress you and make you happy.
Well, see, it's a litmus test, though. It's a litmus test. It really is. Because certain ones will be like, that don't sound right. You know, come on, man, are you fucking with me? And those are the guys that you'll be like, all right, this dude's got a little bit of a brain. But the ones that are gone for 2 hours looking in the gang box, it's like, man, I don't know what to do. I can't find this fucking tile stretcher. Yeah, here's your sign, brother. You know what I mean? Told you a little bit of something also. How about this story from the Associated Press? A man was suing, and he wanted to file charges with the police that he was molested by Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
He was molested by Bigfoot. Yeah, that's another example of stupid.
Is that the whole story? That's all you have?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Come on, man. Well, and then you got the stupidity of people trying to get rich quick. We all know the story of the lady who sued McDonald's because she spilled coffee on herself, right? People bring that up, by the way, as an example. This is a great example of me being a research freak. I am a bit of a research freak. I will confess. If I smell shit in the water, I want to know what the meat of the matter is. I don't want to just eat the headline and take it at that. I want to know what the story is. So when the whole McDonald's lady, remember, people bring it up now as an example of frivolous lawsuits. The McDonald's lady spilled hot coffee on herself and burned herself and sued McDonald's because coffee's hot, you fucking idiot bitch. But the truth of that story was there was something wrong with the coffee maker at that particular McDonald's. It was making coffee in way higher temperatures than is normal. And she got fucking massive body burn. She had to get skin grafts done and everything, man. So that wasn't just a frivolous lawsuit that people try to. That's another example of things that people think are true that is not accurate to the story. If you really dove into that story, it was pretty horrific what happened to that lady. But
so it was more than hot coffee. It was like boiling water.
It was straight boiling, fucking hotter than shit water. Yeah, pretty crazy. But
like dumped in her lap at a drive-through.
Yeah,
where she's like stuck in her car.
They were handing her a coffee into a drive-through and dumped it right on her.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, and she sued, and she did get money. Now she did get some money, but
she had lots of medical bills.
It was pretty fucked up. Yeah, you can Google pictures, and you don't want that to happen to you. I'll tell you that. But as the result of that, and the stupid part of this story that I'm getting to, honestly, is that a dude tried to do the same thing with a milkshake. He tried to sue McDonald's
froze his nuts
because
off?
He dropped a cold milkshake in his lap. Yeah, and I'm sure he was spurned by just what we were saying. That story perpetuated itself, and a bitch sued McDonald's for hot coffee. I'm gonna sue for a cold milkshake. He lost, by the way.
Yeah,
didn't work. Did not work. Or how about the dude that sued himself for $5 million?
All right. Who was going to pay?
Well, he thought the government should pay. He was quoted as saying he accusing himself of violating his own religious beliefs and committing civil rights by getting himself drunk and engaging in various crimes. He was suing himself and thought the state should pay the $5 million in damages.
Why would... Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, man. What's the old lawyer joke? There's the old lawyer joke in law school. That apparently every young lawyer goes to law school, and their professor, one of the first things they say is they create a big crazy scenario where, somebody says something and then they sue over it, and can they actually sue? And then all the students are like, no, that's crazy. But the truth is, anybody can sue anybody for anything. You can take it. It might get laughed out of court, but you can sue anybody for any fucking thing. Right. And there's an example of it.
I think that this is my preachy moment for a minute. I think that needs to be a new law or something placed.
Some states are trying to do that.
You need to have a penalty for bringing a frivolous lawsuit.
Slap suits is what they're called. Yeah,
like you're wasting everybody's time.
Some people do exactly that. They're not even lawsuits designed to win.
To hire a lawyer,
right?
Pay thousands, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands. You don't even depending on the case, but it's. There should be penalties to that, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you bring a lawsuit against somebody and it turns out to be a straight bullshit lawsuit, you should.
At a minimum, you should be required to pay their legal fees.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you shouldn't have to spend $100,000 defending yourself from some ridiculous fucking bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I agree. Crazy, man. All right,
that was my rant for a moment.
And you're completely right. That is a huge problem with current society, but. Lawyers are fucking up things, man.
They've really ruined our country.
Truth. But here's an example of a good story of stupidity. In Chicago, there was an attempted robbery of a store. A young man stormed into the store with a gun and demanded the money. The clerk was working and said he didn't know the combination because the manager wasn't there. So the robber left his phone number and said, call me back when the manager comes in. Yeah, you heard me right. Obviously,
not like let's call the manager down here immediately.
No, here's my number. Call me back when the manager
I'm going to go ahead and leave.
And I'm going to go ahead and roll on out. And wait for the cops to show up after you call them and give them my phone number.
The cops call them like, hey, we got your, the manager's back. Come on back.
They just went and picked him up. They tracked him down by his phone number that he left and picked his ass up.
Oh, my God. It's so fucking funny.
It's ridiculous, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, you can't make this shit up.
Like God, should that person just be put out of his misery? Let's just end it for you and us and everybody around us, or God, you want to think maybe there's hope for that kid? Let's teach him something and fucking hopefully he can learn to not.
No, yeah.
I
There's
don't
no
know.
hope.
There's no hope
We've
for
lost
that.
hope. Well, and here's some examples of that.
Oh, you have more. Oh my
A
God,
Sears
I don't know.
hairdryer. A Sears hairdryer now says on the side of it, "Do not use while sleeping." Yeah, these are the. This is where we're at now, people.
Well, first off, what's wrong? Why can't you sleep in there?
And use your hairdryer? How could you use your Sears hairdryer? It's not at Sears. I'm talking your home hairdryer. Do not use while sleeping.
Oh, I'm picturing like the old, like the ladies used to lay back in the big ass hair dryers at like the salon. Is I guess what I was visioning.
No, on the Sears package of a hairdryer you buy to take home with you.
Oh.
It says on the box, "Do not use while sleeping."
Yeah.
Because you have to tell people this shit these days.
Yeah, that's.
On a clothing iron now, they say they have to include the warning: "Do not iron clothes while they're on your body."
Or a steamer.
Yeah.
Because people are that dumb.
People will do it. People will fucking do it.
The iron, the steamer, honestly, I can kind of maybe see how somebody is like dumb and like doesn't, I mean, it's fucking.
But it's hot. Yeah, them steamers are hot, boy.
Yeah.
On Sainsbury peanuts, it has to say warning contains nuts. Although, didn't we just decide peanuts aren't nuts? What the fuck? Contradicting shit.
Because somebody had an allergy.
All right, you're probably right. Oh. All right, how about this one? On a Nitol sleep aid, it says warning may cause drowsiness.
That's exactly the point of it, isn't it? That's funny.
May cause drowsiness.
Should it say will cause drowsiness?
Yeah. Hopefully, if you get your money's worth, it will.
Right, you may or may not get
Good
sleepy
Lord.
after buying the product that you chose to put you to sleep.
Good Lord. Well, that's pretty much all we're getting into. We got some stupidity shit tonight, man. What was that last thing there? That was don't put a severed finger on ice. That's bullshit. No, that's something weird. But now I just wanted to close with some thoughts from Albert Einstein, first of all, which is Albert Einstein has a great quote that says, "Only two things are infinite in the universe." Or, I'm sorry, look, I fucked it up.
Stupid
I'm
now.
Fucking stupid. Only two things are infinite: the universe and human stupidity.
Yep.
How true is that? And a little bit from Rodney Dangerfield to close out episode 192. I miss Rodney Dangerfield. I love Rodney Dangerfield. Mr. No Respect, brother. But Rodney Dangerfield apparently had a joke that if your favorite color is clear, you're fucking stupid. If you think French fries are ethnic food, you're fucking stupid. And Rodney Dangerfield once had a joke that said, "My uncle was so stupid in the Civil War, he fought for the West." Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. He said his wife was at the store once when the car got stolen, and she said, he said, "Did you see the robber?" She said, "No, but I got the license plate." Oh, fuck. All right, well, that's all I got. That's it. Rodney Dangerfield, I miss you, brother. Good shit. Good shit. All right, so did you have fun talking about how dumb we are tonight, Scully?
I did. I am a little ashamed that I literally could not accept a single one of your truths.
Hey,
but
maybe
over time I'll accept them.
The tougher truths or the thicker truths, right?
Yeah.
The more everlasting. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking about a lot of this shit with you guys. I hope you did too. I enjoyed having both bands come in, man. Caustic and Carnation coming in for interviews tonight. How awesome was that?
Very cool.
Amazing bands. Amazing playlist even, man. Truly kick ass.
And well, it's not over. You got 3 more.
I got 3 more jams, but I do want to quickly encourage people to get into the archives. If you haven't seen some of the episodes before, they're new to you, please do check it out. We've had Testament and Overkill and Violence and so many great bands come in that we've talked to, Plague Years and Skeletal Remains and just, man, Psychosomatic. The list is endless. And coming in the next weeks, man, we got Flotsam and Jetsam coming on the show next week. Fuck yeah. Michael from Flotsam and Jetsam. We're going to be talking to Sodom. We're going to be talking to Gamma Bomb and Within the Ruins and Anger Rot. I got a bunch of great shit lined up for you, man. So keep hanging out. Tell your friends to come hang out. Let's keep building this thing. We get bigger every week, and there's no such thing as too big, regardless of what she tells you. So, all right, well, here we go. Let's close out the show with 3 jams. I usually do 2, but we kind of changed our format tonight a little bit with the 2-interview thing, and I still wanted to give you 17 kick-ass jams, and we're still going to. So the next 3 jams to close out the show, we're going to get you some Caligula. Caligula, man, I'm telling you, this band is from Indonesia. We seem to be saying every week on the show now that some fucking new crazy kick-ass band out of Indonesia is killing it, and Caligula is no exception. They're so badass. We're going to play Warfare. It's a single from these guys. Love it, love it, love it. They got a full album that came out in 2012. You're going to want to check that out as well. Then we're going to follow that up with Burning Palace. Burning Palace has a debut. These dudes are technical as fuck out of Santa Rosa, California. This is a debut release coming out called Hollow. We're going to play Plagues from it for you. Fucking fantastic, man. Get ready to break things. And then we're going to close the show with some Anger Rod for you. Anger Rod is coming on the show to visit with us over the next couple of weeks. It's something to look forward to. They have several jams that we're going to be playing for you off of this release because it is silly badass. It is called The Divine Apostate. This song features Snowy Shoal. You're going to want to check it out right here. It's called Coalesced with Wickedness. And that's kind of the whole dynamic me and Scully have going on if you break it down. If you're not too stupid. But anyway. But those three jams are going to close out the show, so don't go anywhere until the last fucking note destroys your soul. And then come and hang out with us next week when we got Flotsam Jetsam on the show. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
It's going to be fun. What do you think?
I think it's going to be fun.
All right. Well, there you go. Episode 192 is in the books, man. Let's keep jamming and keep hanging out and get on our social media shit and join our YouTube and jump up and down on my disco stick. See you next week.
Good night, guys.
Are you ready for a war?
Girl, you can't even call this shit a war.
Why not?
Wars end.
Remy, come. Remy, sit. Speak.
Fuck!
Good boy.
Ah!
No, I don't want to go! No! No! No, I don't want to go! God!
Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Does anyone have any wood? Come on! I just want wood. Why are you making it so hard?
Hey, listen, do you want to suck my dick for 15 bucks? No. Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Oh, I don't care if she's 20. Hell, I'd fuck her. You can't say you wouldn't fuck her.
Maybe that's what I'll do when they find her. I'll go and fuck her. Fuck her right in her pussy.
All right, well, we definitely apologize for that editing error in that story. We are going to switch gears now to the prospect of peace talks.
Blow it out your ass, you fucking splooge socket!
From now on, I want nothing but perfect behavior from you two. No terraforming the gym or making pod people or any of that outer limits bullshit. You act like regular kids or you will be expelled. Now get the fuck out of here!
All right, everyone, what's up? You're here with Steve DiGiorgio, bassist of Testament, Death, and many more. You're here on Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt. Keep it fucking heavy, yo.
This is Ash from Venom Prison, and you're listening to Metal-O-Mania with the Crypt and Scully.
This just in. Scientists have discovered that once you've been infected by Metal-O-Mania, there is no cure. Contact Scully right away for more and more metal to feed the dragon.